All right, we are still rolling. We're gonna try this again, okay? We're elegant, we're luxurious. We're in front of the most beautiful pink vinyl we've ever seen. What is going on with the posture? It's giving no girl, not showgirl. What are we doing? Elegance, charm, not that.
She's got cat hair all over her.
Is there a school we could very quickly send her to? Come on, honey, this is show business.
The Life of a Showgirl. Exclusive edition, only at Target. And it has a pretty big poster with it, too.
Taylor Swift was said to have revealed that her 12th studio album titled The Life of a Showgirl would be released this Friday. And according to those close to the production, she reportedly decided to begin the promotional week by unveiling a Target exclusive edition commercial where she not only played the role of the showgirl, but also stepped in as the director behind the camera. So people familiar with the shoot explained that half the advertisement displayed her dazzling in a gem-covered bodysuit designed by the blondes, while the other half presented her leaning into her autumn uniform, consisting of a relaxed pinstripe blazer from Gant draped over a dark top and wide-leg jeans from Agolde that she elevated with accents of gold jewelry from Cartier, as well as pieces from Louis Vuitton. And observers commented that the styling captured the duality she often projects between spectacle and casual elegance, while insiders remembered that she had already given fans a taste of her fall-plaid look earlier this month when she turned up at a birthday party for Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, wearing a coordinated two-piece from Simkai. And that celebration had been particularly significant because she attended alongside her fiancé Travis Kelce, whose teammates and circle were present, adding that moment to the growing list of occasions where her personal and professional lives intertwined. And as reported, she kept her schedule especially busy this past weekend by first flying to Santa Barbara, California to attend the wedding of her longtime friend Selena Gomez and music producer Blanco, where those who witnessed the private gathering recounted that she took the microphone during the reception and delivered what sources described as a long and heartfelt speech that blended humor with nostalgia, mentioning inside jokes that she shared with Gomez over the years, which drew laughter and tears from those seated at the tables. And then, almost immediately after wrapping up that milestone celebration, she was said to have boarded a flight back to Missouri so that she could appear at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City on Sunday, cheering on Kelce as his team faced the Baltimore Ravens in a game that the Chiefs went on to win. And according to people present at both events, she managed to enjoy the intimacy of the wedding and the thrill of the football match privately, because not a single photo of her surfaced from either moment, which fans found unusual but refreshing since it allowed the occasions to remain undisturbed. And a source speaking to Entertainment Tonight confirmed that the reception speech was particularly memorable because it reflected the depth of her friendship with Gomez, highlighting how much of their bond had been built on small personal stories, little jokes, and references that outsiders might not fully understand, yet still managed to feel warm and inclusive. And in terms of what lies ahead, her team confirmed that she is set to continue showcasing her fall style as she prepares for a slate of talk show appearances beginning with the Graham Norton Show on Friday, then moving to The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Monday, October 6th, followed by being the sole guest on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Wednesday, October 8th. And commentators noted that this run of appearances is designed to keep momentum for the album while also giving her space to reveal more looks that fans will undoubtedly analyze in detail. And those who have followed her career closely remarked that this promotional cycle demonstrates how carefully she blends her artistic identity with her public image, where even a fashion choice becomes part of the storytelling around her music, and because she is balancing not only professional duties, but also personal commitments like weddings, birthdays, and sports events. It was emphasized that the pace she keeps only heightens the fascination with how she manages all sides of her life. So it was pointed out repeatedly by observers that the Target ad captured her dual roles perfectly, since one half embodied the theatrical showgirl in sparkling costume, while the other reflected her offstage preference for relaxed yet chic styling, reminding audiences that both sides are authentic parts of who she is. And when the conversation turned back to the wedding, many sources stressed that her decision to speak publicly during the reception highlighted how much she valued the bride, noting that she rarely gives such long toasts, but in this case, she chose to because Gomez has been by her side for more than a decade. And the inclusion of inside jokes revealed that much of their friendship has been preserved in small moments that carried significant meaning to them, and some attendees even shared privately that Swift's speech became one of the emotional peaks of the evening, second only to the vows, and that sentiment reportedly lingered after. The festivities ended, encouraging conversations among guests about the resilience of female friendships in the industry. And shifting back to her upcoming media stops, it was reiterated that Friday's Graham Norton appearance will serve as the official kickoff to the album's talk show campaign, with Fallon offering the American late-night boost and Meyers giving a more intimate sit-down, all timed carefully to align with the first week of release. And the overall plan, according to those familiar, is that every interview will be accompanied by a new outfit reveal, reinforcing her seasonal fashion narrative. So fans are told to expect both musical performances and style inspiration, and by weaving in her Target advertisement, her wedding speech, her sports appearance, and her fall wardrobe, Swift is said to have positioned herself once again at the center of cultural conversation just as the album arrives. And as analysts pointed out, the strategy reflects her ability to dominate multiple arenas at once, whether it is music, fashion, friendship, or sports, which sustains her as a global figure beyond a typical artist. And just as the details of her outfits are shared, the emotional resonance of her wedding words is preserved, all contributing to the storyline of the life of a showgirl, which, beyond being an album title, becomes a metaphor threaded through her promotional cycle, reminding audiences that every public moment, from stage to stadium to wedding hall, is another act. In the grand performance of her life, and with her week mapped out so thoroughly, observers noted that anticipation for Friday's release continues to intensify, drawing in fans who not only await the songs, but also the narratives and images she will unveil alongside them. So if you've been following all this and enjoying the updates, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, because the story is unfolding in real time and each appearance adds a new layer. And those who remember, her speech at Gomez's reception affirmed that it was not only about memories, but also about gratitude. And even though no recordings exist, the recollections of laughter and applause suggest that it was a defining moment for the bride and her guests. And from there, the weekend closed with a victorious game in Kansas City, allowing her to cheer for her fiancé in private while also celebrating a win with his team, reinforcing the balance she maintains between public glamour and private joy. And as Monday approaches with Fallon's stage waiting, insiders are already suggesting that she will share anecdotes about both the album and her whirlwind weekend, turning personal experiences into entertainment content, which is part of why her audience remains so captivated. And while the album itself will speak musically on Friday, the surrounding stories, from jewel bodysuits to pinstripe blazers, from wedding speeches to touchdowns, are ensuring that its arrival is not just a release date, but a cultural event. And as one industry watcher concluded, every move she makes feels orchestrated to expand her narrative further, giving her fans not just songs but a life to follow, a show to watch, and a reason to stay tuned. So keep in mind to hit subscribe before the next update drops.